is that the extra hot?
It's
the
the
clucking
holy
hot?
cluck, that's the
It's
holy
the holy cluck.
Okay, it's pretty hot.
We're taking you on a round-the-world food tour in Panmure, one of our favourite suburbs for eating in Tāmaki Makaurau Auckland, New Zealand's biggest city. Over the next few weeks, we'll be exploring Panmure's food gems and showcasing the range of cuisines that can be experienced in this community. In this video, we take you behind the scenes of New Zealand's hottest fried chicken. Nashville hot chicken prepared using an old secret family recipe with a spice level that promises a religious experience. We share a local stalwart that's been a Panmure favourite for nearly 20 years, known for their Cantonese roast meats. And our taste buds travel to the south of India when we discover a Kari dosa, a rare snack from one of India's most famous food cities. We're hunting down Auckland's best eats. Hit subscribe and get ready for some mouth-watering food.
I'm Thomas.
And I'm Sheena, and we're chasing a plate.
We hope you're hungry. Let's eat.
We're filming this video today in our home city of Tāmaki Makaurau, Auckland. Auckland is a very diverse place. You can literally eat your way around the world by visiting all of the different restaurants, mum and pop shops, bakeries, cafes in Auckland. For this next food series, we're doing a bit of a deep dive into one of our favourite suburbs in which to eat, and it's a suburb called Panmure. And Panmure is sort of a microcosm of the food scene in Auckland. There is so much diversity here. We're filming at our first spot. We've just arrived at our first spot, and it is a place called Peach's Hot Chicken. I am so pumped for this spot because I am a massive fan of fried chicken, and these guys do the hottest, the spiciest fried chicken in New Zealand. It smells so good in here. Now we've just popped in our order. We've ordered a ton of stuff. It's going to be a real fried chicken feast, and we're getting suited up so we can get some backstage action. So we're going to take you inside the kitchen. This is my kind of heaven, so being in the kitchen of a fried chicken joint. So Peach's Hot Chicken specialises in Nashville hot chicken, and it's a style of fried chicken which has just gone crazy all around the world. And it is fried chicken which is dredged in a load of spices and served on white bread and with pickles. So we've ordered up a ton of stuff. We've ordered up one of their sandwiches, and then the traditional way that the hot chicken is served on a piece of white bread with pickles, and we've got a ton of sides coming with it: mac and cheese, slaw, hash brown bake, braised greens, and there's different levels of spice that you can opt for. So super mild or really clucking hot. So we've got the whole gamut coming. We ordered some drumsticks and thighs. They've been tossed or breaded in this flour and spice mixture, and then they've gone into the hot oil, and they're in the oil for about 15 to 20 minutes, so quite a while. The oil is golden, the chicken is looking epic, it's bubbling away. Thomas here is keeping a really close eye on those pieces of chook. Yeah, still alive.
I personally love Indian food.
So getting in on the action, I'm just hanging out here with the team. So this is Alex, who's the owner of Peach's. Torsten, his right-hand man, and I'm just watching all of the sides getting made. So we've got the braised greens, so silver beet and kale cooked with ham hock. They're just simmering away, heating through. We've got mac and cheese. We've got hash brown bake, which is a family recipe. So the hot chicken itself is a family recipe, Alex's grandmother's, and it's awesome seeing our whole meal come together. We've also got the brioche bun on the hot plate there. The smells are good. Yum. Is that the extra hot?
That's
the clucking hot?
Cluck.
It's the holy cluck. Okay, so Thomas and I have ordered different levels of spice. So we've gone for medium to play it safe, and then we've gone for the holy cluck. And there is a hell of a lot of spice going on there. The chicken comes out of the hot oil and it's really crispy and dry. So it's not oily, it's not oozing oil at all. It rests for a bit and then it gets drowned in this chili oil and butter mixture and then tossed through with a ton of spice. We are definitely not going to go hungry. Let me talk you through this feast. So we've got drumstick and thigh served the traditional Nashville hot chicken way, so on a slice of white bread with pickles. We've ordered medium and also holy cluck, which is their hottest spice level, and they say that that is a religious experience. We've gone with a whole range of sides: slaw, braised greens, hash brown bake. We've got pimento mac and cheese, and then we also ordered their most popular sandwich. So this is the baller sandwich. Chicken thigh, slaw, processed cheese, pickles, sandwich between a brioche bun. I volunteered to rip into the holy cluck. Now I'm sort of a little bit nervous because a whole heap of spice went on top of this chicken. But wow, I'm just pulling the drumstick off. Look at how tender this chicken is. It's fallen off the bone. Oh, holy moly, that's good. Whoa, the chicken is so juicy and moist, and holy hickaroonie, it packs a punch. It's very fiery, but it's not obliterating my taste buds. Really fiery, hot, but a beautiful spice. It's quite a deep, sort of sweet spice. Like, look how tender that chicken is. It's just fallen right off the bone. Nashville hot chicken originated in Nashville, Tennessee in the 1940s, and for a really long time it was a dish that was exclusive to the African American community. But now it has just exploded, and we're so lucky that we can get a taste of it, the real traditional stuff in Tāmaki Makaurau Auckland. I said that it was like an okay burn when I first took my, like, I can't even speak now. It's pretty hot. It is really hot. I've got a really spicy looking bit here. So, my eyes are starting to water. My nose is running. If you like hot food, you have got to come here and get holy cluck. Oh man. Woo! It is burning.
Time for a sandwich. So I'm going to go for the baller. So the chicken thigh, we've got the medium spice on this one, so taking it a bit more chilled out with this compared to what Sheena's just eaten. Oh, oh, that is a good sandwich. That brioche bun, golden, little crunch, but then soft on the inside. Oh, still a good spice from that medium spice chicken, so that thigh, so crunchy on the outside. Then the slaw, oh, even I'm getting hiccups. I'm looking forward to getting into the holy cluck after this. I'm gonna grab a bit with the cheese, so I didn't get much cheese. That is a sandwich and a half. I love the pickles on there too. Oh, that is a good sandwich. Let's get into some mac and cheese. Oh, perfect side for fried chicken. Oh, yum. Really well cooked, creamy, perfect wetness, not dry and gluggy, but not super runny. That is perfect. And now some of these greens. I love these with fried chicken. Oh, some silver beet, some kale, and that has been cooked down for hours and hours and hours. And there's some ham hock in there, so it's got a sort of a smoky, bacony flavour right through it as well. Oh, yum! I'm gonna have some of the holy cluck now, so the very spicy dark, deep fried chicken meat. And this is all made to Alex's grandma's recipe. Well, he said that hers wasn't quite as hot as this. She did it a little bit more mild, but he's using his traditional family recipes for making this. And it used to be a food truck, this restaurant, and it's progressed to being a restaurant now. Incredibly popular. And we know why, because it is very, very good food. Let's try the holy CLUCK for a religious experience. Gosh, that's well cooked. So it definitely doesn't hit you fast. That's not too bad at all. But Sheena started off this way too. And then it started to get her. So I'm definitely totally fine with that at this point. It's hot, but it's not crazy, but it is building slowly, so. Oh. Okay. It's pretty hot. I'll have some beer. Cool out. They have very good beers on tap here too. Yeah, it's pretty hot, but you know what I like? It's hot, but it's not stupidly hot. It doesn't obliterate your taste buds, so you can still very much taste it. So there's joy in it. A lot of joy in eating that. It's not a stupid experience where like, this is just for the sake of it. It's really tasty and goes very well with one of these beers that they have on tap. We've chosen to come here into Panmure to film because this is a mega exciting strip of food. There is so much diversity in the strip. It's only probably 500-600 meters long, and the range of different food you can get is crazy here. It's so neat. So we're going from just up there, from Nashville hot chicken to Chinese. Now 11% of Auckland's population is Chinese, so we have a lot of good Chinese food here in Auckland, but now it's all about Cantonese roast meat. So from southern China, some very high quality Cantonese roast meats. Bring it on.
Alright, okay, so we'll grab 2 meats on rice, so roast duck please, and roast pork.
Roast pork and duck. The
Thank
medium
you.
one?
Yeah, medium would be great, thank you.
Yep, that's it. Have you?
Happier.
Right. Okay.
Thanks, Tracy. Do you roast them throughout the day or just do them in the morning? Dosa! This restaurant is called Master Chinese Restaurant, and they specialise in seal mei or Cantonese roast meats. And we put in our order. We've ordered some roast duck and also some seal yolk or roast pork. And then we've been allowed back into the kitchen to have a look at the whole roasting process. So we've got, I think, still some ducks and roast pork in there, roasting away. Look how good this meat looks. So this restaurant has been around for over 25 years. It's a stalwart, and I can't wait to get into this delicious seal mei. So we've seen the roast meats come out of the roast oven, and then they come straight into the front of the restaurant. So they're all hanging in the window as is traditional in a roast meats restaurant, and the ladies are whipping up plates and plates of the roast meats. It's getting really busy because it's nearing lunchtime. They've chopped up our lot and it's on the table, so let's get into it.
There's something very special about sitting down to a meal when it is one of your comfort foods. And for both Sheena and I, meat on rice is pretty much top of the list. If we think we want something just comfortable, warming, joyful, meat on rice is where we head. So I love walking into a place like this with all the meats lined up in the window, getting that backstage look at the meats being cooked, the duck and the pork coming out of the oven. Incredible, and just gets us salivating. And look how good it looks. So we've ordered a big plate of meats on rice with roast pork and duck, and then they've been super kind and they've given us a big plate of barbecue pork, which is just glistening. That looks delicious. And then they've also hit us up with some dishes to make a real meal of it. And this is one of my favorite greens when we come to a Cantonese restaurant. This is sagwa dal, which is 4-season beans. So green beans, cooked very quickly with an olive condiment and pork mince. Such a good dish. And this looks like a squid dish, so a deep fried squid dish cooked with some chili and a few vegetables in there. That smells really good. Let's get into this big heaping plate of roast meats. So the roast meats are all piled up on rice. You got a whole lot of rice in there. Got some braised cabbage. It's all covered in this sort of spring onion oil, so that's been drenched all over the top, and some sauce as well. I'm going to go straight in for the roast pork first. So got a nice big bit of roast pork. Got some cabbage, some rice. That is so good. Oh, beautiful little crisp from the skin, so the skin on the pork belly, beautiful layer of fat. The meat is so tender, full of flavour. That braised cabbage as well goes perfectly with it. Oh, that is absolutely delicious. Now let's grab a piece of this duck with a nice big bit of skin on it. So the duck is stuffed with a whole lot of things. So onions, coriander, star anise, all their special mix of spices. It's marinated for a whole day, so marinated all day, and then goes into that oven that we saw for about an hour. So it's got this stunning golden sort of red skin on it. Oh. Wow, that's very good duck. Wow, the layer of fat under the skin just bursts and fills your mouth with flavour, but the flavour coming through the meat as well, which is also very tender, not dried out at all. Oh, that is very good duck. Both of those roast meats are fantastic. I'm going to grab some barbecue pork while I'm here. Get straight into that. Oh, tender as anything. Sweet, a little bit sticky. Oh, that is good. I mentioned before the Cantonese roast meats feast that this was a very diverse strip, and I talked about the length of it, and I actually just measured it out. It's 550 meters, this main strip of where we're filming all this video and this entire series. There's going to be 4 videos covering this very small strip with so much diversity. So gone from the hot chicken, meats on rice, and now it's all about South Indian food. So that is how diverse this little strip of Auckland is. It's an unreal place to eat. Love it.
It smells so good. We're backstage at Spiceland restaurant, and Spiceland serve a lot of South Indian and Sri Lankan dishes, as well as actually dishes from all around India, but we've honed in on their South Indian specialties. And what's on the hot plate here are curry dosa. Dosa are made from a fermented rice and lentil batter, and you can see how it's all puffy. There's a delicious lamb mixture going on in the middle. All right, our curry dosa is coming off the hot plate, and it's redolent with spices. It looks absolutely stunning. Can't wait to get into it. It's so awesome getting access to the kitchen so we can show you guys how the food is made. We've ordered 2 South Indian classics. So this here is a curry dosa. A dosa is dosa or a dosai is a fermented rice or lentil pancake of sorts, and then this here, or these here, are vada. So vada are lentil donuts, and they're served with samba, which is a really popular vegetable lentil stew of sorts. It's quite a thin mixture, and this is like a staple in the south of India. I'm particularly excited about this Kari dosa. So you can see that it's a bit thicker than a normal dosa that you might order, which is normally really thin and rolled up. This is a thick pancake, and then on the top here it's got a lamb mixture. So the lamb is mixed with or cooked with spices or marinated with spices. There's tomato, I can see some curry leaves, some onion, and honestly when it came off the hot plate, the smell in the kitchen was incredible, so spice laden. Holy moly, that is delicious. The dosa is thick and fluffy, and it's really soft and sort of really light in your mouth. And that lamb mixture has got a beautiful spice to it. There's a little bit of chili heat, but it's just full of flavor, and it's got a lovely texture. It's not dry. The lamb is super tender. Oh man, that is incredible. I'm so excited to be eating this because this Kari dosa is actually a specialty of a town called Madurai, which is in Tamil Nadu, which is in the south of India. And Thomas and I were filming in Madurai about a year and a half ago. We spent a week there and we never got to try this dish. And so I've been looking out for it for so long, hanging out to try it. And finally, in Panmure, I've had my first taste of a Kari dosa. It's awesome. Okay, time for these vada. So they're deep fried, a lentil batter. I can see some caraway seeds in there, and I love ordering these in the south of India. They're a great snack to have. Oh, okay, I can see some chili in there as well. Light as air, crispy on the outside. They've got a beautiful flavour, and that samba is perfect because, you know, that could be quite dry on its own, but the samba moistens it a bit. Tasty as.
Awesome day of eating. Nashville hot chicken, meats on rice, that amazing South Indian food. This strip is incredible. Hope you've enjoyed the video. There is more to come in this series because there is so much good food here. We could not ever put it into one video, so there's going to be 4 videos in this series. So hit subscribe if you enjoyed it, drop us a comment down below, and thank you for watching.